and then I show them after, they can literally see the movements as they're doing them. So this last one, it's the leg lift. So I'm gonna hold it, and then I'm just gonna go. So the thing with this one, all I care about is their first movement. Okay. So by holding their leg lift at the top, I'm trying to take the whole front side out of the equation. With the amateur guys, so like I say high school, college guys, what they end up doing is they all want to reach and they all want to pull open, okay? So they don't know how to get down the slope. Their strides are shorter, they don't get this tilt down the slope, they're just not in powerful positions. So if you hold them up here and then you just make their movement down the slope with their back hip and their back leg, you get rid of all this pulling and reaching action. So when you describe it, it's you're gonna sink, and you want to take your back hip down and towards the catcher. Okay, so it's almost gonna look like you're kind of going towards first base as a right-handed pitcher. The good comparison that I make is if you watch Josh Donaldson hit. When he hits, it almost looks like he's stepping in the bucket and he's striding towards third. But he's really going sideways, but his ass is kind of taking himself over here because he's traveling with his back hip down and forward, okay? So if you get this back hip action to go down and forward, what it's gonna do, it's gonna put you into this seating position. It's gonna sink you down into this back leg, and then that's how we travel. Our back leg is what dictates our tempo down the slope. Does that make sense? You guys are good, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we go up, hold, and then that part, like the end part, I don't care about. I try to tell them I want them to just go as long as they can until they fall down, basically. So that just gets them in the habit of learning how to travel with that back hip, back leg. So if they can just get that one movement, then pretty much, honestly, like everything takes care of itself after that. But what happens is, like, you'll hear the phrase so many times, it's like, you're flying open, stay closed, and it's like, well, you're looking at the end, pretty much the end product of the pitching motion. So it's really hard to fix the end product when something is wrong at the very beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
So usually what I do with them is I go all the way back to the beginning, and that's usually the issue. So that's probably my favorite drill and probably the most productive one in terms of getting guys to travel the right way down the slope. Any questions with that stuff?
How many of those you do typically?
It depends on like what we're doing that day. So like some guys will do that on their own. A lot of guys do this on their own. If we're doing individuals, we'll spend like 20 minutes on it.
Really?
But we'll do some different things. We'll throw some wrinkles in there.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll have it so they're actually striding, and I'll make them land closed. So, like for that one, I don't have this one on there, but if I want them to stride and land closed, if you do it right, you'll walk right through it. If you don't do it right, you're going to just get stuck because you're reaching and you're not going to be able to drive through with your back leg. So it kind of looks like this. See how I can kind of come through that? But what guys will do is they'll be like this, and they'll just get stuck. So it's kind of a good way to get them to see it and feel it. Another, I don't have this on there either, but a great drill, if you just give guys a partner, what you do is your partner stands right on the side of you, and you just extend your arm. So you put your arm against their chest. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to walk through you. Kev, can you come here for 1 sec?
Perfect.
So like, Kev would basically just kind of like lean forward. Kev would just try to walk through me, and you tell them like, try to drive against them. So what you'll see, like this is the action that most guys will do, like just kind of walk, like they'll just go like this, and they see how I kind of hinge and I create this V. So they'll try to get this knee like inside, okay?
Don't do that.
and that just creates a really weak position. The other one they'll do is they'll get on the outside of their foot at leg lift, and that's just nothing. So the other, when we're talking about like how to travel down the slope, a good way to think of it is I'm going to press down through the ground. My shin is going to stay vertical. So I'm trying to keep that shin as vertical as possible. It's probably not going to stay vertical. It's going to have a little bit of bend. But if you think of it like a screw, where your foot's the tip of the screw, this is the shin's the coil part, and your hips are the top part that's going to screw down. So, okay, just kind of walk through. So like you see like how I'm really strong there. So like you can get immediate feedback with that, where you just have them they can't do it unless they do it right. So you can kind of watch them and just make sure they're doing it. But honestly, they'll kind of figure it out on their own, just by being able to drive through the guy.
I love that.
Yeah. So
I love that.
it's hold on a second. So it's think of it like I'm gonna sit, and then I'm gonna get that back hip kind of going down and forward. So it's like that. All right. Like when